I'm continuing to work on my Swedish Death Cleaning, and I've been putting aside some things for the One Box Challenge. And for those of you that know me, you guys know how I love my dishes. But these are going in the donate box. So these are the dinner plates. And these are the luncheon plates. And these are actually going to be donated to one of my sisters. So she said she needed a set of dishes, and I thought, I've got a beautiful set just for you. Boom! This video is brought to you by Apron Diva. Pretty and practical, we believe that an apron can be a homemaker's best accessory. Visit us at www.aprondiva.com. What is Swedish Death Cleaning, and why on earth would anyone want to do it? And what does Swedish Death Cleaning have to do with the One Box Challenge? Keep watching and I'll answer those questions and more. I'm in the process of Swedish Death Cleaning in my own home, and the stimulus for that was helping my sisters clear out my mom and dad's home after both of them were gone. And it was somewhat overwhelming, and there was just so much stuff. And it turns out that most of us didn't want their stuff. And one of the things that I realized after me and my siblings took care of our parents' home is that our kids don't want our stuff. They've got their own homes, and it's full of their own stuff. It's full of their own likes, their own tastes, and not only do they not want, but they don't need the things that we have. They might want one or two items, but they certainly don't want everything. And I was thinking that I did not want our children to have to go through what we went through when we cleared out mom and dad's home. Now, of course, there will be some clearing up that'll have to happen when the inevitable happens, but I can certainly make things a lot easier. And then here's the other thing. The hubby and I have been thinking about downsizing, about swapping houses and going into something that's a little bit smaller. We don't need 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and a living room, family room, dining room, and a kitchen. Not now. And all of those rooms are full of stuff. So about 3 months ago, I got started with Swedish Death Cleaning in our home. Just beginning to look at some of the things that we have that I have way too much of. This is the area that I keep most of the makeup that I will go to when I want to look for something. These drawers here were also full of makeup, as were these drawers here. So I decided that enough was enough. I had way too much, and as I continue on this Swedish Death Cleaning process, I needed to get rid of it, some of it. So I dumped it out of the drawers and on the bed, and then I put them into these boxes. So my husband has brought down all these boxes, and I'm going to go through them here on the counter just because it's easier for me to work on them in here. And I've got a particular incentive. I'm going to my great-granddaughter's birthday party in about an hour. She's 3. That means there's going to be a lot of young moms there. So I'm going to go through and I'll set aside some for my granddaughters, some for my daughter, my daughter-in-law, some that I want to keep for myself, some for my sisters, and the rest is going to go to the birthday party, and I'm going to share those with the moms. I used to get subscriptions to Glossy Box, to Wantables, and to the Walmart Beauty Box. So I have lots and lots and lots of makeup. Some samples, some full-size products that I will never get around to using or that I don't care to use. Hair products I don't care for. So this is where I'm at right now. It's almost time for the party, so I need to stop. And just knowing that I only had about an hour really gave me a push to get more done. But all these bottles of nail polish are going. All of these little brushes and things like here. There's a few makeup brushes here that have been used, but if the girls want to clean them, they're welcome to have them. Brand new nail kit, hair products, just all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to put it in a box and it's going to be going to be donated. And I've also put quite a bit in the trash too, some things that I had opened and then just never either got around to finishing up or that I didn't care for. And then in case you're wondering what is all that back there, I had promised that I would curate some things for my sisters and my granddaughters and my daughter-in-law. So that's what that is. So once I get done with, well, donate all this stuff down here and all this stuff that's up here, when we get back, or maybe tomorrow, then I'll sort those things into boxes for my other girls in my life. I've got some boxes like these, about 5 of them, and I'll just put the things in the different boxes for them. So the Swedish Death Cleaning is on. Some of the things in the box that the girls will really be glad to get their hands on are these organizers. I've got several, well, 2 that are specifically for lipsticks, and then others that are specific for nail polish, and others that are just specific for desktops. I think they will enjoy getting these. And in case you're wondering why I'm giving those up, I just decided, you know what? It's just too much stuff. I don't need that much makeup. I pretty much have the things that I need, and I still have a lot. But all of this over here, I didn't even look at ever. And this video is part of the One Box Challenge hosted by Michelle at MyEverydayWifeLife. So be sure and check out the others that are in the playlist. Michelle hosts this challenge, I'll call it, seasonally, and we are challenged to fill a box with things that no longer serve us but that can serve others. And so these are the things that I am letting go of today. I'm sure they will serve those young women just fine. And thank you, Michelle, for hosting this challenge and getting me started today on my Swedish Death Cleaning. If you are not familiar with Michelle's channel, I will link it below so you can check her out. She does a lot of fun things over there, and I'm sure you'll love her as much as I do. I'm going to put some, I keep wanting to take this out. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep this silver. See, I should have put it in a black bag right from the beginning. You don't sit that down in that box for me. I figured if I semi-organize it, put some hair stuff in a bag and some of the other stuff in the box, that would be helpful. And then there'll be some bags in there that the girls can put the things in that they choose to keep. So these are the last of the things that are going to go into this box for the fall edition of the One Box Challenge. And you know, I had all this stuff in the box and I took it out to lay it out for the video, and I made the mistake of touching this. I've had this for years. I've used it as a little treasure box. So I think I'm going to take it back out. I think one of my little granddaughters might like it as a treasure box. So this is going to be preserved for another time. And then what do I have in the box right now? Well, just some few odds and ends of clothing. I've got some dresses and blouses and a couple pairs of scrubs in here that I no longer use. And then these cake take-alongs I don't need. This mirror, it's got a magnifying glass on one side, rather a magnifying mirror on one side and regular on the other. It doesn't light up anymore. So if you plug it in, it doesn't light up, but the side that you can see in regularly works just fine. And then of course there's the other side that's an enhanced image for magnifying, so that part works. So I'll put this in here as well. a little gold tray that I bought to display things on. I think I might have used it like once. A napkin rack, which I've never used. And this is just like a little set of bottles that with some paper flowers that I made for a DIY years ago. And I liked it, and I had it set out for a while, but now I no longer use it. So it's going. And then this lovely little spring welcome flower box. I fell in love with it at a garden show in the spring about 3 years ago, and I brought it home and I used it in the house. It doesn't work real well on the porch because it's kind of fragile for that, and it's just never seemed quite right for where I tried to put it. So I'm going to donate this. I think some lovely lady will find it and have the perfect spot for it. So this is going to go as well. So this is the last remaining box that I have for the one box challenge. Several boxes have already gone out, but this is the last one that is here. And I will start filling more boxes for the winter one box challenge. I tell you what, this decluttering and Swedish death cleaning is a process. And as I think about, as I think about the possibility of downsizing our home, I look at all the things that I have in it, and I know I can't take it all with us to a smaller home. So that's why I'm willing to let some of these things go now. So I'm going to put this into the trunk of the car, and it'll be ready to go to the Goodwill. And this is the book by Margaret Magnuson, The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning. I've got it on Audible, and it was really easy to listen to it that way because I could listen while I was actually working, and I've listened to it a couple of times, and it's encouraged me to continue with my decluttering process. I will link this book in the description box below because you can pick it up on Amazon, you can get it at your public library, and you can also get it on Audible. And I will put a link to Audible in the description box as well, because that way you can maybe start a free trial and pick it up for free, and then some other books on Audible that you just might like. If you want to see more episodes of my decluttering stories, which includes some Swedish death cleaning, click here. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying you are not done yet. Click on the link in the comment section below and check out another of my decluttering stories, and I will see you next time. Visit us at www.aprondiva.com.